Alright, I have a new headset so I don't have to yell into the fucking microphone all the goddamn time. Alright people, it's time for us to strap on our little hidey-hole boots and jump into another FPS in the form of F.E.A.R 3. This installment of the F.E.A.R franchise goes right after the abortion issue in the Catholic Church, showing us that the best way to stop the birth of the Antichrist is just to kill the pregnant lady harboring the little bastard. But, realizing that this may be a bad PR move, they've outfitted the baby with an exoskeleton, organs, and a gothic freak woman known as Alma from the first game. As we know, the best way to stop the abortion issue is just to put a little baby inside of an all-powerful psychic bitch who can kill you with her thoughts. Bravo, development team. Bra fucking vo. You begin the game as the same guy from the first game, or at least that's what I've heard. It's hard to tell since he doesn't have a block for a head and his eyes can actually move now. But hey, I'm just pretending I'm playing with a drugged out version of Mr. Rogers anyway, who goes galloping around the neighborhood killing everything in his way. And yes, there's a lot of shit in your way. Half of it's not even real. So my Mr. Rogers is apparently methed out of his mind along with hallucinations. I'll be honest with you, we're not necessarily running on Call of Duty graphics here. They do look a little bit dated, but to be honest, I don't fucking care. If you have to sacrifice graphics to provide a smooth gameplay experience, then fuck it, I'm all for it. No game is perfect, and I'm damn sure not living in Care Bear land. As long as it doesn't look like the development team was purposely trying to take a shit in my face, then they get a pass. In single-player terms, there's nothing really special about the game, so unless you're a fanatically fearful fan who's been following the series, I can't really tell you to pick it up if you're just going through the single-player. But if you're an online gamer who has a few buddies, then there is a very good reason to pick the game up. Multiplayer is just some weird fun. After beating the game, you and a buddy get to tackle it together. One of you will play as the standard boring stick-up-his-ass point man, while the other gets to play as Paxton, a weird psychic whatever the fuck type of man who gets to force himself into enemies and take control of their bodies, and with no exorcist on hand, you get to wreak havoc to your heart's content. Not having to compare it to other shooters in this way, the multiplayer is actually very fun. I'm guessing they only allow 1 to 4 people per room, or I just had a terrible fucking connection. But either way, it works. The atmosphere and the tension are sewed well with so few people that you get the sense of being alone, and there's an overpowering gorilla lurking somewhere in the shadows, waiting for you to turn around so he can fuck you up. Each unique mode is simple and fun, which is hard to find in today's FPS genre. If you don't believe me, take a look at the past FPSs that came out over the last 6 months. All in all, the game is just balanced weird like a 100-pound girl with 20-pound tits. Sure, while playing with them, you know something's wrong, but that doesn't stop you from having your fun. The story is decent and interesting, but the voice actors seem to be on antidepressants. The graphics are a little subpar, but the sound design is above average. The single player is the same shooter we always see, but the multiplayer is extremely fun and tense. The development team deserves some type of award for counterbalance. Okay, look, we know some of the game is gonna be shit, so we're gonna balance it out with good design and some sound quality. And hell, I can't blame them for it. It was a good idea. And it worked. So yeah, I was bored as hell when I went through the main game, but yet I can't put down the multiplayer. So to all your Call of Duty fans out there, this would be a good choice if you're looking for something to hold you over until Modern Warfare 3 comes out. It's fun and inventive in a lot of ways. Just don't go in expecting top-notch graphics and you'll be fine and have a fun time. Unless your friends can't handle the pressure and they spaz out at the mere sight of horror. Then I suggest you get some new friends.